Okay, so what we're going to show you today is how to remove a broken exhaust manifold bolt using an easy stud out template. Basically, instead of drilling and tapping or removing the head, what we do is use this plate right here, put a nut on the back side here, bolt this on the original bolts for the exhaust manifold, and what it does is it aligns this nut with the broken bolt, and then you take your MIG, align it here, and simply weld the nut on the broken stud. And all you do after that is just unscrew it. It's that easy, that simple. Let's give it a shot. So first thing you want to do is clean the surface of the head where you're gonna weld. Especially, well, you want to try to get that stud clean so the weld is gonna stick to it. We already did it before. And next step is putting the nut on the tool. What you want to do is there's a bit of special grease here that comes with the kit. Basically, it just helps the nut to stick to the template so it doesn't fall as you're putting it on the head. So all you do is put a bit of grease in the corners, just like that. You don't want to put too much because you don't want to have grease in the center part of the nut. It's going to prevent it from sticking to the weld. So now the nut is nice and secured here. So what we do is simply bolt it on the head. As you can see, there's not a lot of room. So you can only imagine what drilling and tapping might be if you're trying to do it on the spot. The other option would be to remove the head or the engine, which is really long, time consuming, and you could easily get it out with this tool in under 5 minutes. So, all right. Now let's tighten these bolts because you don't want the plate to move as you're welding. There you go. Next step is to get your welder ready. So you want to ground yourself somewhere on the block. Make sure you have a nice clean ground. And also you should disconnect your battery or use a tool like we're using here to prevent any damages to computers. Let's turn on the welder. Let's try this. Right, the welder's all set up. Let's weld it. Try to center the MIG as much as possible. You also want to cool it down as soon as you can. This helps to break the bond between the bolt and the head. Plate. All we have to do is unscrew it. And it should come right out. This one's really hard, so you don't want to force it, you don't want to break the weld. So you just want to plate back and forth like that. And eventually it's going to come out. see that it's starting to come out. Still very hard. What I like to do sometimes at the beginning is just to warm it up and cool it down to break the bond. We didn't do it this time. We tried it for a shot and it worked. But sometimes you're gonna have to heat it up a bit. There you go. Nice and clean. You can reuse the original thread. You don't have to remove anything. And you're left with a nice bolt. Very easy, very simple, very time saving. So that's it now. All that's left is just a regular job. Clean everything, put your manifold back, put new bolts always, and the job is done. There you go, guys.